Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. 6 days of fasting in Shawwal. Nahmadu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. Fawz billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillah rahman rahim. Hadith, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever fasts Ramadan and follow it with 6 days from Shawwal, it is as if they fasted entire year. And here when we see the hadith, the 6 days of Shawwal is like 30 days of Ramadan. The 6 days of Shawwal equals to, here when you multiply it will be like a 365 days. So this is the reward. So we don't want to miss it. Whether you do it consecutively or you want to do it Monday, Thursday, depends on you. But you got the days. How you do it depends on each individual and depending on person to person how they do it. Because 30 days into 10 good deeds equal to 300 days, 6 days of Shawwal into 10 good deeds equal to 60. So that will be 360. So reward for fasting your entire life, as we have seen above hadith. So how is it that Prophet ﷺ himself explained further? He said, fasting for the month of Ramadan begins and brings the reward of 10 like it. What does it mean 10 like it? Fasting for 6 bring the reward of 2 months. And that's the fasting of the whole year. That is how it will be. And how many opportunities we get to, overcome with our mistakes and overcome and do good and multiply our good deed. Since one good deed equals to 10 reward. So 1 month of Ramadan equal to 10 months and 6 days of Shawwal equals 60 days. That is 2 months. So 10 plus 2 equals to 12 months. It's the whole year. Shawwal fast will compensate for any shortcomings in our Fard fast. Just as Allah will look at Nawafil Salah on the day of judgment and ask the angels to fulfill any shortage a person may have in his Fard Salah, similarly, these 6 days of Shawwal will come in handy and fill in any shortfall we may fall in our Fard Ramadan fast. Prophet ﷺ said, the first thing for which people will be brought to account on the day of resurrection will be Salah. And our Lord, may He be glorified and exalted, will say to His angels, although He knows best, look at the salah of my slave, whether it is complete or incomplete. It is perfect, it will be recorded. And if something is lacking, He will say, look at and see Nawafil, means Nawafil prayer. So if He did some voluntary Nawafil prayer, so that will be taken for the Fard. This is in Abu Dawood. And the questions will be asked, can I fast 6 days of fasting first before my further Ramadan fast? Like that I need to make up. So there's a difference of opinion among the scholars about this issue. The stronger scholar opinion is that in order to get the reward of fasting the entire year, we have to complete our Ramadan fast as per the words of Hadith, then fast the 6 days of Shawwal. Whatever, however, you missed it, whether because of women every day she missed 6 to 8 days or any reason because of the sickness. First, you have to make up that one, then you can fast for the 6 days of Shawwal. So, fasting 6 days of Shawwal is dependent upon having completed the fasting of Ramadan. Look at the words of the hadith. Whoever fasts Ramadan, Summa, then follow it with the 6 days of Shawwal, it will be as if he fasted lifetime. This is in Muslim. The word Summa then shows that it must be done this order, that is complete. Ramadan first, then do 6 days of Shawwal. If we still owe fast from Ramadan, that means we have only fasted part of the Ramadan. We cannot say that we have fasted the entire Ramadan. The scholars of standing committee said if someone has missed some of the days of Ramadan, he should fast them first, then fast 6 days of Shawwal, because he cannot follow the fast of Ramadan with 6 days of Shawwal unless he has completed the Ramadan first. Another point to consider is the Shawwal fast are voluntary, while the fast of Ramadan that you still owe are fard. Obviously, the fard takes priority over the nawafil since it's a debt that is owed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and it need to be repaid as soon as possible ASAP. So keep praying Nawafil Salah although you still have prayed the Fard, right? The same way this is it. Can I combine the niyyah of fasting the 6 days of Shawwal with my days I owe from Ramadan? No, not valid. It's a big no. Because this Shawwal fast is specific and connected to the fast of Ramadan. And one cannot combine those ibadat that are specific and connected to each other. For example, if someone want to pray 2 rakat at time of Fajr with the intention of combining the two sunnah with the two fard, obviously it's not valid. The same way, this is only you are intending for the first and then later on you can complete your Shawwal. Sheikh Ibn Utaymi said with the regard to fasting the 6 days of Shawwal, they are connected to Ramadan and can only done after making up the missed Ramadan fast. On other hand, any act of ibadah that not specific or not connected with any other act of ibadah can be combined. For example, if you enter the masjid and people are praying Salatul Isha, you don't have to pray Tahiyatul Masjid separately. Rather, you pray Jama. Everybody knows that, right? Jama, like fard and Jama, you have to, as soon as you enter, you join it. The fifth thing, can I fast the 6 days of Shawwal on Monday and Thursday? Yes, it's possible. If you want to just do Monday and Thursday and you want to do all the 6 days, that's fine. But depends on your, especially for the women, if they have period date, that make sure how you can do it. Do I have to start fasting right away from the second of Shawwal and do these 6 days have to be consecutive? No, that's not necessary. You can start anytime you want. You have the entire month to fast the 6 days. Of course, except the first of Shawwal, which is Eid day. It's not permitted. Scholars of Standing Committee said these days do not have to be fasted immediately after Eid al-Fitr. It is permissible to start fasting then one or more days after Eid, and they may be done consecutively or separately during the month of Shawwal according to what is easier for a person. There is plenty of room for this matter, and this is not obligatory. It's a sunnah. So may Allah give us tawfiq to do so, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan kasira. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha